What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy Jaynarc, and today we're going to be rebuilding the Las Vegas Raiders with none other than Fernando Mendoza and of course Ashton Jaynarc. And now Madden still hasn't updated like like where you could start off in the preseason or in the regular season. It's still at week 16, but we already set up all the wins and losses as to be expected. Raiders finished 3-13 and had the first pick. Has the first pick, so hopefully that's the case. So we're just gonna send the playoffs and hopefully that it matches up properly. Yeah, so yep, we went 3-14. If we look at the playoff bracket, let's see if we made it accurate. So Buccaneers, it should have been the Panthers, but everything else makes sense. Eagles, Niners, Rams, Bucks, Packers, Bears. Then we got, I think we did the AFC correct. Yeah, we did the AFC correct. For some reason I keep messing up the NFC situation. But yeah, so we went 3-14, and let's sim to the offseason. So Pro Bowl rosters here in the AFC. I'm not expecting anyone. So Patriots ended up losing, Seahawks ended up losing, Bo Nix also ended up losing. So this playoff is just gonna be unreal. So Texans also ended up losing as well. So the only other team that probably made the Super Bowl is the Bills. And Max Crosby, of course, is a Pro Bowler, but I'm expecting him to be the only one that made it, which is the case here. And yeah, playoff bracket, it is Patriots who beat the Bills who beat the Patriots, and Rams who beat the Seahawks. Wow. So maybe we have a Rams-Bills Super Bowl coming up for us, but that should be a great one. But nonetheless, we're going to sim past the Super Bowl, and my prediction here will probably be Josh Allen wins his first Super Bowl and wins NFL MVP, or no. Actually, with that D-line, I don't know. I mean, because Sean McVay, he's got a great squad, and they got two. And not only are they about to win a Super Bowl, or they could be close to winning a Super Bowl, they have 2 first-round picks. They've got 2 literal first-round picks. So not only their manager or their general manager has done a phenomenal job of building a team. And Rams ended up winning 24-16, and Matt Stafford not only won a Super Bowl but won NFL MVP. Jackson Dart wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Carson Schwarzenegger. Player of the Year goes to Christian McCaffrey, which I did not expect. Myles Garrett, obviously, Defense Player of the Year. And Matt Stafford wins another Super Bowl. Cam Hayward retires, as you know, Mike Tomlin left too, which is really sad. It is super sad. But we're going to fire the offensive coordinator, and we're also going to fire the defensive coordinator. It's going to be a clean house. We need it for a new QB. We're going to look for available staff. That's for the offensive coordinator position. And Pete Carroll, forgot. We just got rid of Pete Carroll. So Scott Smith, I honestly feel like we just fired him, but we're going to hire him. He's going to be our new OC and our new defensive coordinator, someone that could really potentially take up the spot here. We got Frank Riff. We got Roger Kaler, Robert Adams. A couple random guys here. Jason Brook, he seems like a guy that would fit our scheme. Emmanuel Ortega, so we'll go with Jason Brook. Get some new coordinators if it does anything for our team. And we're going to keep the same athletic trainer. Head coach is here. And we got $184 million in salary cap available. Whew, we've got money. We've definitely got money. But the thing is Las Vegas attractive? Like, are they attractive enough? Max Crosby would like to go. So Eric Stokes had an okay season. So I feel like for long-term purposes, we should try to re-sign him. We have all the money in the world too. So we got Eric Stokes back. We're not going to let him walk. He proved it well on his 1-year deal. We're going to let Jamal Adams walk. Dylan Parham, you know, our rush attack was not good, so we're going to let you go. I'm not picking up Tyree Wilson's option. Caillou Blue Kelly, think I'm going to let you go. A lot of guys here are going to be let go, honestly. Malcolm Kuntz, I think we'll have him here just long term. Yeah, he wants to test free agency. Wow, okay. He wants to test free agency. Darnay Holmes, we're going to let go. Devin White, he has interest in joining us. I mean, he had an okay season, so we'll pick him back up. I mean, he's missed a lot. He missed a lot of tackles, but we'll have him. Kenny Pickett. Now, we have Geno Smith might have retired or he's injured. I don't know what's going on here, but we also have Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell, who's injured. Jordan Meredith, I'm going to let walk. Charles Snowden as a backup to Max Crosby. We'll pick him up. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone else that's worth re-signing, maybe like long-term Likai Fotu. We have no one. Jonah Lalu, I think, should be. I'm going to bump up his overall to maybe about a 74. I think he was pretty solid this year. Lonnie Johnson's 32. Greedy Vance is now. Tristan McCullum is 27 and 63 overall. I don't know why Ultimate Team has him way higher. Daniel Carlson, Our kicker, we're going to give you a 3-year deal. I don't know why we let one of the best players on our team go. Aside from him, if there's anyone else, probably our long snapper's about to leave. Yep, Jacob Bobenmeyer wants to leave. So we're going to give you a nice deal so you don't go anywhere, because I hate having to go look for a long snapper. It'd be so random. But that's who we signed. And I don't think Geno Smith retired. I doubt he retired. He's only, what, like 34 or 35? So we'll take a look at the roster here. I don't think he would retire. Oh, yeah, I guess he did. I guess Geno Smith retired. But we got Ashton Jainty, Dylan Lobb, and Chris Collier. So that's the running back crew. Receiver crew, I like Trey Tucker. So we just need, oh, Brendan Rice is here as well. Dante Thorian, DJ Turner. Okay, Brock, yeah, obviously they're staying long term. Interior of the offensive line will have to be improved on. Jackson Powers, Alex Kappa, you were one of the worst linemen on the Bengals, and the fact that the Raiders signed you was a horrible idea. So you're honestly going to just get cut. You're just going to get released. Yeah, we're just going to release Alex Kappa. Yeah, no can do for him. Max Crosby here with Brendan Jackson and Charles Snowden, and at right edge, yeah, we're going to change that up. So we're going to bump up Jonah. We're going to do it right on camera so you guys can see. So I think reasonably, because every time I watched the Raiders game, they were talking highly of him, you know, like on the D-line, he's such a great player. So if we could get him up to about 73 perhaps, I think that'd be good for the D-line to give him star development. Maybe he could blossom. We'll also get his play rec up to like a 74, 75, give his tackling up to an 80. And then on top of that, we'll give him star development. Not like anything's going to happen there, but want someone we want to work on long term. So maybe that gets him up to like a 74. That would help us out. 72, okay, 72 works. 72 works. So we got something to work on there. We don't have linebackers. We're actually like missing out on a lot. We got 3 corners, so we got to really fill up this team. Jeremy Chin, now he might be one of those that like he's with the grind, he's with being in Las Vegas, so we don't have to move on from him yet. N'Kobe Dean, I guess the Eagles re-signed him, and there's also no real like options here that I'd want to go for, so we're gonna let Jeremy Chin be one of our focal points on defense. I think that's a smart thing for us. I don't know why we have 2 kickers. There's no reason for us to have Greg Joseph. So Greg Joseph, respectfully, go join another team. But now let's see what free agents are available. We have 39 out of 75 players available. Okay, so quarterback Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers, free agent, but he doesn't retire. Man, he could be, you know, he lives in California, be on the Raiders. Raiders are underdogs. But Aaron Rodgers doesn't retire. I think, you know, he wants to win, obviously. But he'd be a bridge quarterback, and that'd be perfect for them to have someone to learn. And yeah, he has no interest in us, but hopefully a 3-year deal. He'll retire after 1, so we'll try for Aaron Rodgers. I think that's a very interesting take on it, a veteran. We also need to get, Romeo Doubs would be a free agent. Yeah, he would honestly fit for the Raiders scheme. He would fit the Raiders offense, I think, because they don't have a guy. You know, I like this. I know the Packers would definitely let him walk. They got way too many players there, and I could see the Raiders overpaying for him. And he's from Nevada, so he went to school in Nevada. So that's a signing right there to be expected. And tight end, where I think we're chill there. Braxton Jones. Wow. So the Bears let him walk, which is kind of odd. At left guard, we got Austin Corbett. You know, another bridge player we could sign 2 years. You know, we could have him for depth. I think that'd be great. Center position, we got a guy named Ryan Newsel, bridge player. Again, we could keep revamping this O-line, signing guys who could provide that depth. Right guard, Evan Neal, you're not joining us, respectfully. Respectfully, you are not joining us. Jadeveon Clowney, so the Raiders let him walk. But I don't think I want to go for these guys here. But a D tackle would go great. Kwity Paye is also a free agent, and he wants to join us. Kwity Paye, I'll make an offer for Kwity Paye. I think that could be phenomenal for us. So, obviously, We're gonna have to see if we could skip past a week or something. We gotta do the eval offers. Players have evaluated some offers. Let's see, my signings. So we ended up getting Aaron Rodgers. Then we got Corbett. Then we got Newsel. Okay, so we got the veteran QB. DJ Reader still wants to join us. Now, he can learn behind Lalu. He can learn behind Lalu. Or no. DJ Reader. No, Lalu can learn behind DJ Reader. We sign him to a 1-year deal. Get him paid. Quiddy Pay ends up going to the Washington Commanders. That's okay. Because this is a contract year for Tyree Wilson. So a prove-it deal for Joshua Uche could be great. We definitely need another corner. So we got Amik Robinson here. He's 5'8", 187. We got Alontae Taylor. I think Alontae Taylor would be a very sought-after free agent. And I think we could end up paying for him. Give him a 3-year deal. And we don't have a free safety, which is I should have cared about before. But we don't have a free safety. Our Darius Washington walks for the Ravens, so we're gonna pick him up. We're gonna see if we could get him. And Romeo Doubs, I don't think Romeo Doubs ended up going to the Chargers. Wow. Or no, not the Chargers, the Rams. So he went to the Rams. So that leaves us needing a wide receiver for our boy Aaron Rodgers. So a young crew to develop. I mean, Juju Smith, he provides that veteran presence, I guess. That's the that's the one way I could make sense of it. But we're gonna go through another eval period. My signings. So Juju Smith still didn't sign with us, but we got Reader, we got Uche. Okay. And we revamped the O-line, which is nice. Left tackle, I see Brady Christensen here. Braxton Jones ended up going to the Broncos. That's a good signing for them. Trevor Penning has interest in joining us, but we got like 3 left tackles, my boy. So that's not going to happen. And at right tackle, we could always shift guys around. But that wide receiver, though, like, we need a wide receiver. Is there going to be a disgruntled wide receiver at the trade? Like, there has to be, right? Let's take a look at our roster. Max Crosby, us signing Aaron Rodgers convinces Max Crosby to stay, which is awesome. And Aaron Rodgers goes back to his number. He goes back to his number 12, but realistically, I would want him to wear number 8 because that's what he has been wearing. But we'll give Aiden O'Connell number 4. Aaron Rodgers goes back to number 12 for the one time for the Raiders. I'm surprised he didn't retire. I'm very surprised on that. But we gave him a 3-year deal and brings him back to his coast of things. So it'll be great to have this veteran guy, my GOAT A-Rod on the squad. But he's repping the number 12. Who's repping number 8? Like, I'd rather him go back to number 8 just because. But so Trey Tucker. Who's repping 8? Someone repping 8. I feel like it's Tyree Wilson. No, it's 9 for him. D tackle. We got DJ Reader, which is great. Inside linebacker. We need an inside linebacker. Wow. Cornerbacks. We need cornerbacks. Who's repping number 8? Oh, Daniel Carlson. Yo, Daniel Carlson would 100% give up his number for Aaron Rodgers. No doubt. What? I thought it was somebody like real significant. Yeah, nah. He would definitely give up that number. He would go for number 3. I get, yeah. Daniel Carlson goes to number 3. Aaron Rodgers goes back to his number 8, and Aiden O'Connell goes back to number 12. So we still need that inside linebacker position filled up. I didn't realize we had no veterans, and I believe that we're either going to be cooked if we don't make a trade or something, right? So draft picks. So we have 4 picks in the top 100, 5 picks in the top 150. And whoa, we go. How do we get pick number 4 in the draft? Who has pick number 1? The Jets? No way the Jets got pick number 1 because we got to go for Mendoza. We're going for Mendoza. They have the 2nd. Who had less? Or Titans? Titans. Okay. Hey, Titans, can we trade picks here? Like, I don't know why, like, this is the case here. I don't know why you guys have that. Okay, all right. Let's take a look at a mock draft here. I don't know how we got the 4th pick. We went 3 and 14. Titans went 3 and 14. Jets went 3 and 14. But apparently we were better. I don't understand how that works. how does that work? Let's see. Mock drafts. What do they got the mock drafts doing? Mock draft 1 has... Hello. Okay, so mock draft 1 has us getting Lenore Sellers, Garrett Nussmeier, and Drew Aller. Oh, Cardinals. Right, I forgot the Cardinals were on some... playing bad, too. What about mock draft 3? Mock draft 4, perhaps. Mock draft 5, perhaps. Okay, so clearly, that's not looking too well there. So quarterbacks, Mendoza might be there at the 5th mark. I don't know why they have Aller and Garrett Nussmeier in this, and Lenore Sellers. I thought he came back for another year. He definitely did, but I guess this is what this draft class is doing. So regardless, we're still gonna get Mendoza. He's gonna learn behind A-Rod, and we can't move picks either. So that's great. And cornerbacks, so Alontae Taylor's still weighing his options, I guess. Like, I guess you could keep weighing your options, my boy. We don't have a Sam linebacker. Taki would like to join us. We'll give you a 2-year deal. Welcome to the team. Inside linebacker. We should have went for Zaire Franklin because he went to the freaking Broncos, bro. They let him walk to the Broncos. That's not going to be fun for us. Nicholas Morrow, we need to get somebody for depth, so hopefully you could handle that for us. We got Uche, so Uche is gonna be, he's gonna be kind of like a contract year, so we're gonna figure it out for him. And I think we'll sign Colton McKivitz too, because we have DJ Glaze. We want to give DJ Glaze enough time to like learn, and Colton McKivitz would be nice for our team. So, all right, I think we did a good job here. We're going to sim to the draft now. All right, so like I said, we got the 4th pick in the draft. I swear, if Mendoza gets drafted, I'll be tight. So they go TJ Parker, Garrett Nussmeier, and Drew Aller. All right, so they make those picks. We need a quarterback, and that quarterback will be Mendoza. They say round 2 to 3 projection. We're definitely going to bump him up a bit. He just won Heisman, so Mendoza, welcome to the team. Number 15, ranked 73 in true value. Yeah, nah. He ain't that bad. But Mendoza, welcome to the team. Now, this pick right here in the 2nd round is going to be super important. It would have to... Ooh, a right edge from Alabama. Kelby Collins. See, now, I wouldn't think of getting him. A wide receiver, Carnell Tate. So, realistically, that's not going to happen in this draft. I just don't see that happening. Wide receiver, they got Antonio Williams. Carnell Tate wouldn't drop that low. Like, he wouldn't. Like, look at how they did his stats, too. He wouldn't drop that low. So, realistically, we wouldn't get him. Zachariah Branch, I could see being in the 2nd round. Same with Kevin Conception. Conception would be in the 2nd round as well. KC from Texas A&M. I kind of want a physical guy. Antonio Williams looks like a reach and a half. Zachariah Branch doesn't seem bad either. F catching traffic. I think we'd go Zachariah Branch. We'll pick him up. We're going to obviously update these guys' ranks. He's ranked number 26. You drafted him at number 36. So we got a steal for the offensive series. We got a QB and wide receiver. Now, with this 3rd round pick, now I'm looking at that inside linebacker position. See if we can get a guy we could develop long term. So inside linebacker, I see this guy, Dryak Bowen, A zone coverage, C tackling, C to F pursuit, C to F block shedding. Yeah, he looks like a bust, but we're gonna pick him up. That's gonna be our only picks for this draft class. He's ranked number 95 in true value. Drafted him at number 78. All right, that's what it is. Draft recap time. So Branch was a 76. Our inside linebacker was a 72. We got a corner who was a 73. A right edge who was 71. Another D tackle, John Michael Lindenberg, and Jaheim White from Western Virginia. So interesting draft. Zachariah Branch has 97 speed, so we got some speedsters on this offense. So we get guys who could really kind of shift the game, So Aaron Rodgers is going to have a young crew to work with. And, we would like for him to have, one veteran receiver, like just one guy, he could kind of like rely on, like trust. But, like Alan Lazard. Like Alan Lazard. He gets a 1-year deal, reunite with Aaron Rodgers. They get to link up together, and that I actually feel more comfortable with that. I feel like that helped them out tremendously. We're just signing some people to have for depth purposes on this on our team. I don't think we have a free safety. We'll sign Malik Hooker as well. He'll be a veteran just to have on the team. We're gonna just keep on adding depth because depth is the name of the game. And I think O-line we're pretty set there. So we're gonna adjust the lineup. Mendoza's at a 73. So when we readjust the lineup, we got 73s across the board. Jaheim White's here, Zachariah Branch. So Juju Smith ended up signing with us. What? He did? I didn't think he would end up signing with us, to be honest. We have only one backup lineman. Our interior offensive line should be pretty okay, I'd say. And defense. So Bowen's a 72, but he's injured at the moment. We run a disguise 3-4. Why would we run a disguise 3-4? Why would we run a disguise 3-4? Let's just run a base 4-3. Let's run a base 4-3 so we got guys actually getting home to the QB, like Max Crosby. Because that's what we need for this defense, for Max Crosby to get home. He's injured at the moment, but Josh Uche will do his thing. Bowen, whenever you come back, we drafted him injured. That's all right. It is what it is. Cornerbacks, we got Zachariah Branch is a corner for us. Oh, gosh. Special teams, Zachariah Branch on. Okay. I like that. Lalu, we got Wilson here. So we got some gems here. So this team has potential. This team definitely has potential. And we're going to fix up the depth chart. So Aaron Rodgers will be QB1. Receiver core, I want Zachariah Branch to. And you know what? Honestly, that's okay. Because Jack Betts will also get playing time. Right edge, Derek Moore. Tyree Wilson will be at the other side until our boy is back. Corner, I don't know why we only have 4 corners on the team. So I guess it's time for us to get a veteran. Kick returner, Zachariah Branch. He's gonna do a lot for us. And let's see, Trey Tucker being the slot is exactly what we want here. So yeah, we're gonna have to sign like 2 more corners, see who else is out there for that depth. I'm sure there's some veterans. 29-year-old James Pierre. So James Pierre's here, 94 speed. I think he played for the Steelers, so throw him onto the team for depth. Yeah, he played for the Steelers, so we put him on for depth purposes. That'll look good. For our cornerback situation, slot corner, Christian Gray, the rookie, is going to be playing at that slot position. So that should be pretty interesting how he does there as a rookie as well. So, hey, kudos to him. Kudos to him for doing that. And then we're going to put him here. So Darian Porter will get playing time, but we also have James Pierre. So Eric Stokes, Darian Porter will be there. So we'll have a nice little rotation going on. Now, I'm interested to see how this will go, how preseason will look like. So, first game, we ended up winning the game, passed for 3 touchdowns, 28-14 win. That's a good start, you know, veteran QB. First drive, let's see, offense, Mendoza, ooh, 3 touchdowns, 14 for 25. Aaron Rodgers, you know, getting comfortable, 9 for 14, did throw a pick. Desmond Ridder played for the majority of the game, but Ashton Jaynarc, 9 carries, 50 yards. Okay, Trey Tucker, amazing. That's all I gotta say. He'll do great. And nobody gave up a sack on our team. While Brendan Jackson, DJ Reader, and Derek Moore and Tyree Wilson both had half sacks. All right, no sacks given up. That's a shock. That's a shocker. No sacks at all given up. So we got the Packers. Oh, so Aaron finally gets to play against his old team, and he ends up winning the game. They ended up winning 27-20. Is this a sign for things to come? 27-20 win. Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers had a duel. Aaron Rodgers got sacked 3 times. He was 16 for 21. Jordan Love was 8 for 8. Mendoza also didn't play too bad either. Zach Wilson's a backup on the on the Packers. He threw a pick and got sacked once. Jordan Love had a perfect game though. Josh Jacobs had 12 carries, 103 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So we couldn't stop the run for the life of us. But Trey Tucker, another solid outing for him. Wow. So Trey Tucker is going to be the guy. No doubt about it. McDuffie had 2 sacks, so exotic blitzes. Max Crosby came back and did his thing. Christian Gray had a pick, so he solidified himself as slot cornerback. And then Mendoza, he's looked pretty good in preseason as well. I mean, 3 touchdowns. We should have just had Aaron Rodgers just not play, but in this game we ended up losing 25 to 12, I think. But we're gonna put some guys in practice squads, so like Cam Miller, Cody Lindenberg will go in the practice squad. Trevin May will go in the practice squad. JJ Pegues goes in the practice squad. And let's see, DJ Turner. We don't need all these fast receivers. And Lazard, I didn't know we had Juju, so we're gonna end up cutting Lazard. He doesn't make the cut, but Juju will be there. So this 25 to 12 loss, what happened here? Let's see, was it Aaron? Was it the offensive line? What happened? So Mendoza threw 2 picks. Aaron Rodgers threw a pick as well and got sacked 3 times. We did get 4 sacks on the QB. So, okay. Aaron Rodgers was 10 for 20. Mendoza was 6 for 16. Jaynarc 5 carries, 22 yards. I mean, the rushing attack wasn't bad. Zachariah Branch, again, played amazing. 7 catches, 113 yards, and 1 touchdown. Trey Tucker did his thing as well. Who gave up sacks, though? So we had Grant, the backup tackle, the starter, guard, and center. Defense, Drake Bowen had a sack. He came back and did great. DJ Reader was honestly great for us. And interceptions, Tony Fields had a pick. Okay. But 3 picks for our team is not good. But Aaron Rodgers, I'm hoping you can, have some magic. I mean, this is a good-looking team you got. And for week 1's against the Patriots, who went to the NFC or AFC Championship, so we have to, lock in. So week 1 happened, and we ended up losing 15 to 26. Aaron Rodgers threw 2 picks and got sacked 6 times. Oh, man, that Patriots pass rush was unreal. Ashton Jaynarc had 9 carries for 54 yards. Aaron Rodgers had 4 carries for 14 yards. Why is he running the ball? Trey Tucker was the lead receiver. So these guys, did their thing. But giving up 6 sacks is crazy. But again, it is a very much so older D lineman or older quarterback. So, and Patriots defense is pretty good. But it's a gauntlet of teams. But I'm sure Aaron Rodgers could pick it up, and we're gonna send to the middle of the season. So we got guys that's literally getting injured, like backups, like week 2 weeks in, we got some starters that are out, but we ended up beating the Chargers 20 to 8. Jordan Love has 7 passing touchdowns through 2 weeks, so he's on one right now. Clearly he's on one. Aaron Rodgers threw no touchdown pass, but got sacked 3 times. Justin Herbert got sacked 4 times, and so we picked up 4 sacks. Ashton Jaynarc had 2 rushing touchdowns, and Zachariah Branch did great. Juju Smith, Trey Tucker, those are the guys that did their thing. Max Crosby had 2 sacks, so he's able to get home. And Taki had a sack, so did Damon Wilson and Christian Gray. And like I said, no interceptions. We're going to see who gave up some sacks too. So it was DJ Glaze gave up 1 and Corback gave up 1. Okay. Then we got this big matchup against the Chiefs, who are 1-1 as well. Then we got the Cardinals and Browns. So after this gauntlet of teams, we get a break. So we end up losing. Oh, we just lost by 1 point in this game. All right, that's a little bit disheartening. A 1-point loss, bro. Aaron Rodgers threw 2 picks, got sacked twice, while Patrick Mahomes got sacked 4 times. Okay. Jeremiah Love got drafted to the Chiefs. That's such a good pick for them. That is such a good pick. All right, well, good stuff for y'all. 10 catches, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns for Zachariah Branch. I'm telling you, he's nice. He is nice. DJ Glaze and Colton Miller both gave up a sack apiece. And Damon Wilson had a sack and a half. Josh Uche had a sack. All right. So at least we're getting to the quarterback. But let's send to the middle of the year. Hopefully it's not a down year. All right, let's see where we're at. We are 4-3. That's not bad at all. More wins than last year. Aaron Rodgers has 12 touchdowns, 5 picks, but he's been sacked 29 times. He's been sacked 29 times in 6 games. Okay, so obviously the pass rush is getting to us, but Zachariah Branch, 569 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's having a hell of a rookie year. And Trey Tucker is doing his thing as wide receiver number 2. DJ Glaze has given up 8 sacks. So the interior of the offensive line isn't doing too bad, though. But it's just DJ Glaze and Colton Miller. And they're not protecting Aaron Rodgers as much as we'd like him to. And Terrell Edmonds has 1.5 sacks. Josh Uche has 1 sack. Did we just miss out? Did we whiff bad? That's not good. We need more from the defense because we only have 2 interceptions. So at this point of the season, we're going to look to see if there's anybody we could trade. Clearly, we need to upgrade our offensive tackle position. We need help there. We need help there bad. Zachariah Branch is at an 84. He's developing really nicely. We can't move on from Colton Miller either because we probably just re-signed him. DJ Reader. Now, with us having a stout guy there, maybe we could trade DJ Reader for a lineman. See if he gets interest anywhere. Levi on Rizorki. Trent Brown. So Trent Brown would be an interesting pickup. So not only we get a veteran, but how many sacks has he given up this year? Trent Brown, how many sacks have you given up this year? You have given up just 1. So maybe a veteran who's actually played on the Raiders before. And Jeremy Chin, we need to see some more out of you as well. But I think DJ Reader would be the best trade candidate because he's taking up playing time from younger guys. So that's a considerable one. Yo, look, Ardarius Washington, we tried to sign you, and now that you're on the trade market, that's on you, my boy. Yeah, so DJ Reader to the Niners. Let's see if we could also maybe get a 5th rounder out of it. Yeah, they have 2 5ths. They could afford to do that. Why not? Yes, they make the deal official. So we get a 5th rounder and a tackle in exchange for DJ Reader. Now that gives us an inkling that we could potentially. He's about 8 million. So obviously that's not someone we keep long term. But with that being the case, we could obviously move on from Yosh Nijman. See if he has any value anywhere. He does not. They say we need a D tackle and that our roster size is a little bit weak. So there's not really much that we really need. We could honestly keep it for the depth. The depth wouldn't hurt either. So keep Yosh Nijman for depth purposes. Just have mad offensive linemen. Yeah, I guess it'll work. And Aaron Rodgers, you know, maybe we'll get better pass protection. And DJ Glaze will get to learn. DJ Glaze will get to learn from Trent Brown. So put him up here. Boom. He has just about 77 awareness, but I think he'll do better than DJ Glaze. Hopefully. That's the hope that he does better. That's the hope. And I guess for the defense, so Josh Uche, you haven't been doing much, my boy. I want to see some sacks out of you. So we got a big game against the Bills. I don't think we'll be able to get home at all. It's Josh Allen. All we could just hope is Aaron Rodgers has a masterclass performance. He does not. Well, we don't win the game, but we lose by 10. And, you know, it is the Bills. It is the Bills, so we can't be too mad about that. 21-31 loss. Aaron Rodgers, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. At least 1 sack was given up by both guys. Or on both guys. So that's not bad at all. Trey Tucker and Zachariah Branch, bro. Every single game, I just feel like he's just doing amazing. So maybe it was a steal for us. Max Crosby had a half sack, and so did Damon Wilson. So, James Pierre got a pick, which is nice to see. That's actually really great. Who also gave up a block? Who gave up a block? Austin Corbett. So Jake Slaughter gave up a sack, but okay. So no sack from those guys. We got some players ready to negotiate as well. Jeremy Chin, yeah, let's give you a deal. I want to say yes, but you can't fully commit right now, dude. You're not even doing anything for us. All right. Trey Tucker. I think it's time for us to have trade contract extension talks, and it works out. Those 2 guys are going to be the focal point of our offense. And then we got this guy, Isaiah Polo Mao. He has star development. I guess we'll keep him. Josh Uche, you're asking for $7 million, bro. Relax. Yeah, Trent Brown, it depends on how you do this season. Brock Bowers would definitely pick up his option. But we got the Rams, a big matchup here. Let's see how we do there. We got an 84 offense, 80 defense. I don't think we could sneak into playoffs, but I don't know. It depends on how the offense does. So, and we ended up beating the Rams, who just won a Super Bowl 27-28. So I guess with the way how it's going, maybe Aaron Rodgers could carry this Raiders team. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. He got sacked 3 times. But Matt Stafford got picked off once and got sacked once. So, okay. Blake Corum had 2 touchdowns, but he fumbled. We forced some fumbles out there. Zachariah Branch yet again. Romeo Dobbs, we wish we could have had you, but it's cool. It's cool. Who gave up a sack? Colton Miller gave up 2 sacks, and then Jackson Powers Johnson gave up a sack. It is a very good D-line. They had Jared Verse, yeah. Yeah, but it wasn't Trent Brown, though, that gave up a sack. So Jeremy Chin also got a pick as well. So let's see if we can re-sign you, bro. You did like our last offer. You didn't like it, so how about this? We'll add a little bit more to it. Accept this deal. Perfect, Jeremy Chin. Thank you, thank you. Uche, you literally don't have a sack. Like you literally don't. You have a sack, and honestly, because of that, we're gonna change up who's starting. Not like realistically speaking, we're just gonna put Brennan Jackson as your backup. Max Crosby, and at right edge we're gonna put Tyree Wilson to start because you're not doing anything for us. You're just here just taking up space, so might as well put Tyree Wilson there and see what he does. So let's sim to the end of the season. So we actually ended up making the playoffs, going 12-5. Unbelievable. Zachariah Branch had a phenomenal season. I didn't, and just to show y'all, we did not impact the season whatsoever. We did not force no wins, no losses, nothing like that. So that's an unbelievable win. Or unbelievable season, yet we did not win the division. We're going 12-5 is honestly a feat in itself, but again, this is about Mendoza, not Aaron Rodgers. Our offense finished 8th. Aaron Rodgers, 32 passing touchdowns, 14 picks, got sacked 51 times. But I honestly think it improved over the season. 12 touchdowns for Ashton Jaynty, amazing. Zachariah Branch had 2 fumbles, but that was on 3 carries, I guess. Receiving wise, we had 2 1,000-yard receivers. Brock Bowers actually did not do much. 58 catches, 503 yards, and 4 touchdowns. But it was Zachariah Branch and Trey Tucker who really took off, especially Zachariah Branch with 101 catches, bro. And defense, Colton Miller gave up 15 sacks, but look at that. Look at that. This man's Trent Brown gave up only 3 sacks on the season, so he was such a great pickup for us. Hopefully he's not injured. Defense, Drake Bone led our team in tackles. He had 2 TFLs, 1 sack, and 2 interceptions. Max Crosby, 16 sacks. Damon Wilson Jr. had 8.5 sacks. We ended up signing Derek Nottie. He had 7 sacks for us. Devin White at 5.5. Tyree Wilson at 2.5, so we know he's gone. 1 interception for like all these guys like individually, but all right, new ability unlocked too for Drake Bowers. So, and our long snapper got injured. How did our long snapper get injured? Whatever. So Aaron Rodgers at an 81. Mendoza's at a 77. Dante Thornton got reduced to bench. Zachariah Branch is at a 90. Trent Brown's at here chilling. Okay, so this is the offense going onto the field against this Raiders team. Damon Wilson was an 85. All right, so we drafted a freaking steal, I guess, and I didn't even pick him up. Which is the crazy part. So Gray's a 78. So this team's looking really good. We ended up getting some gems, honestly, and I'm loving how we're looking right now. And the slot receiver apparently is Juju Smith. Rushing D tackle is Damon Wilson. And yeah, so first game is against the Jags. We aren't home though, unfortunately. So it looks like the Chiefs probably made. Let's look at the playoff bracket. What seed are we? We ended up being the 5th seed. Chiefs are the 2nd seed. Okay, that's phenomenal. All right, so let the playoffs begin. All right, game's tied 17-17. Let's see if our defense can get a stop. Offense gets the ball. They're in overtime. Let's see. Don't tell me they're going to lose in overtime. Oh, my gosh. They lose in overtime. Wow. They lose in overtime. Defense going to get a stop. Aaron Rodgers played way better than T-Law as well. That's a heartbreaker. What more could Aaron have done in that moment? Jacoby Myers had 2 rushing touchdowns. Juju Smith popped off with 6 catches, 80 yards. Wow. And Trent Brown, he gave up 3 sacks all year, gave up 2. Wow. Moro Ojomo was this bullying Trent Brown, and that season comes to an end. Yeah, so there's no doubt in my mind Aaron retires now. Plus, we got a 1st-round pick that we have to really we have to let play, and it sucks that Aaron Rodgers played well but could not get a TD, not a TD, get a win out of it. You know, one more last hurrah as he played in the AFC. And Packers, wow, they blasted. They came back for vengeance. AFC, Ashton Jaynty was a Pro Bowler. So was Zachariah Branch. Colton Miller. Let's see, anyone else made the Pro Bowl? Max Crosby. We had a couple of Pro Bowlers, which is nice to see here. Cornerbacks, no one. Nickelbacks, no one. A good amount of Pro Bowlers, though. Zachariah Branch in his 1st year. So playoff bracket, Packers are in the Super Bowl going up against the Bills. Wow, the Packers look like they mean business. They're probably, yeah, they're angry. They're angry for how this past season went, which rightfully so should be the case for them. And Super Bowl is Bills Packers. Now they put 41 points on the Rams. Jordan Love, he's been on the mission, and Matt Stafford got sacked 6 times. Josh Jacobs was on one. I guess they figured it out. That's the best way to put it, because the offensive line is pretty much the same. There's like no one new that I could think of. And Micah Parsons turned up with 3.5 sacks, so he meant business. They also got an inside linebacker named Thad Strickland. But cornerbacks, Keyshawn Nixon got a pick. I don't know who their corners are. They got a new D tackle. Manuel Forbes is still on there. Nate Hobbs. I guess they figured it out. I would love for that to be the case at IRL, because now they got to go up against Josh Allen, the Bills, in his second Super Bowl. Let's see who takes it. And I think Zachariah Branch probably won Offensive Rookie of the Year. So that's a good sign. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we might have also got it with our inside linebacker. I feel like last teams to really do that was the Texans or Sauce Gardner and Aaron Rodgers retired. Yeah, Jordan Love wins NFL MVP and Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, he was on one. And we also won Coach of the Year as custom coach. That's lit. Rookie of the Year went to our boy, though. But yeah, Jordan Love meant business. Whatever the Packers did, they deserved it. Let's see. Jordan Love had 41 touchdowns and 2 picks. That's better than the Aaron Rodgers mark. With a 118 passer rating, 35 got sacked 35 times, 14 rushing touchdowns for Josh Jacobs, 1,400 yards. Jaden Reed popped off, Matthew Golden popped off, and Christian Watson popped off. Okay, I was not expecting that at all. Offensive line, I guess this guy was a new starter, left guard, for a little bit. They kept the same team. Rashawn Gary actually balled out and had 13 sacks. That's very shocking. He actually did something. They also drafted a guy, Kelby Collins from Alabama. He had 9.5 sacks. So their D-line was literally getting to the QB with no new DBs. Ain't that something? No new DBs on the team. They just kept it pushing and said, we going to figure it out with what we got. Apparently they got Princely Umalian on the depth chart as well. So, wow. Okay. Good job to the Packers, but now it's our time. Aaron Rodgers really retired, though. Frees up money, but I kind of did not want him to leave yet. Thought he had a phenomenal season, but that's okay. We're going to accept the Brock Bowers option. Josh Uche, we're letting you walk. Michael Mayer, I think you're the perfect number 2 for Brock Bowers, so we're going to give you a nice deal. Tyree Wilson wants a 1-year deal. James Pierre wants a deal too, but honestly, we don't need these guys. Aiden O'Connell as a backup for Fernando Mendoza, I think could work out. I think he could help us out a lot. And Trent Brown honestly didn't play bad. He gave up a lot of sacks right there, but another year wouldn't hurt. Would you join after? Yeah, another year wouldn't hurt. I don't mind Trent Brown there. Yeah, he messed up, but now we'll have a backup that we could actually kind of rely on. Ryan Nuzul, I think we could maybe draft someone, so we could let Matt Hennessy go. Nicholas Morrow as the backup for Drake Bowen. We could get someone else too. So we have a lot of money, and we went to the playoffs. So I feel like a lot of teams would be interested in us. So we're looking good. This rebuild's looking good. So maybe Aaron Rodgers was the catalyst to help propel this organization. So Tom Brady used his skills, got him to join. So like, yeah, we got lots of offers here. People wanting to join us. So Zay Flowers, we don't need a guy there. We don't need a wide receiver. Running back, do we need a backup for Ashton Jainty? We got Jaheim White and Dylan Lobb. So I guess Jainty is going to be okay for now. So obviously best player is available would be the smart thing to do, but we got 2 guys here. Like, I don't want to mess up what they have going on. And at tight end, we're also good here too. We got Brock Bowers. Left tackle, I wish Walker Little. Nah, I'm not really feeling that. Our offensive line did really well this year, so I'm actually very happy with them. And at center, they got Lloyd Cushenberry, not really interested. D-line, though, I'm looking to get some pass rush help for the defense, honestly. Derek Hall, Bryce Huff. I want someone that could actually get to the quarterback. Sam linebacker, so we're still good with that. Inside linebacker, we're still good. The will position, Demarion Overshawn just won an award. and he's interested in joining us. So he won Defense Player of the Year, whatever he did. So we could try for him. Carrington Valentine wants to join us, but it's not Packers Nation here, unfortunately. So we're not going to pick you up. And free safety. So now having Polo Mile is good. I do think we could still continue having, you know, someone that can help out the back end. So a guy like Kevin Byard is honestly a good pick for us. And Jair Brown, have a backup instead of Terrell Edmonds. That works for us. And the kicking, all that situation is good. Hogan Hatton wants to join us. Give you a 3-year deal. Get a new long snapper. And the receiver thing. So we could, like, I'm like conflicted right now. So we could ball out. So we got a guy in the second round. Like, Zay Flowers would join us. But we have too many receivers that are literally the same size. And Quentin Johnson, he's 6'3". I think he could be the new, you know, Juju Smith for us. I don't know how I feel about that, though. We're targeting the players we got targeted, right? We got, oh, we could go for the left edge. We could go for Lucas Van Ness, but we could also draft someone. And honestly, I feel like we should just draft someone. So we'll leave it for that. We already got our 2 receivers, so let's go to the draft. Crazy how the Texans have the first pick in this draft, but hey, they ended up, Texans getting Jeremiah Smith is literally, like, not fair. Like, that is not fair at all. But okay, we're at our pick. So another wide receiver. Now, would that be smart for us to do that? No, I don't think so. Pro day, attributes, we'll go attributes. But what right edge is available? Is there a young phenom here? Elijah Rushing, Gerard Smith. So there's a guy here. It would be a little bit of a reach though for Elijah Rushing. Would be very much so be a reach. Justin Williams, Chris Cole, a Will linebacker, Sammy Brown, pass coverage linebacker. I feel like we just signed someone too. Xavier Brown from Alabama could be an interesting pick. Let's pause here and take a look at our team. What do we have? So Mendoza obviously is taking over the reins as QB1. Reordering the depth chart puts, okay, for some reason they think he's good there. Zachariah Branch is at a 91. We got Trey Tucker. Yeah, I think we're just going to keep the receiving core the same. Defense. So this kid's at an 85. At right edge, we don't have anyone. We ended up getting Overshown, so which is great for us. We need a backup inside linebacker. Sam linebacker, we still have, no, Will was Overshown, so Sam, we're chilling. Cornerback situation, so it's really the D. We need that D lineman. We need that D lineman bad. And Colin Simmons ended up going away pretty early. Attributes. Every time I look for this, I feel like I do it wrong. But right edge. So we got Elijah Rushing here, Wendell Gregory, Gerard Smith, Jay Fletcher. There's not really any guys that I'm too interested in, which kind of sucks for the D line. Dominic McKinley. Maybe we could trade away, like, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. We're not like, maybe Devin White, get Sammy Brown. Maybe that could do something. Maybe get a cornerback, Xavier Brown, who looks pretty good. But it looks like he's going to end up probably going to the Packers. Like, I guess we'll go best player available. We'll get this guy, Sammy Brown. Devin White got a lot of tackles, but he's ranked number 50 true value. Damn, so we reached bad. But I don't know. There wasn't really much we could do at that position. Or maybe get a freaking tackle. Maybe a tackle would have worked out. A tackle could have worked out for our team. I didn't even think about that. Or inside. Wow, I didn't think about the interior of the offensive line. Oh my gosh. So the Texans really like ate. Let's see. We got a guy here, a center. He doesn't look bad. Let's see. Day 3 projection. Left tackle. I'm not really feeling that. Yeah, we'll go with this. This center looks like a steal. From UCLA, we'll pick him up. Ranked 106, my guy? Oh, bro. All right, let's go to the end of the draft. After recap is here. So, Sammy Brown was a 76. The center was a 72. We got a backup safety was a 73. So, all right. Some depth positions for sure. Well, we went younger. Devin White is probably 30 years old now. So, yeah, we're going to move on from him. Let's make sure we don't have a bunch of strong safeties. We don't. Okay, good. We don't. So, we got 2 guys here. Free safety. We're chilling. So, strong safety. We can move on from Edmund. Let's trade him away. Our pass rush, definitely. We definitely need some help at the pass rush. Who's our left guard? Austin Corbett, who's only getting older. There's new kids here just going to learn. Right guard, we got Chester Rogers or Caleb Rogers, who could play at that left side. So, not too stressed about that. D tackle, I love our D tackle situation. Our right edge leaves some rooms to be freaking desired, I'll tell you that. And we also have Devin White. Oh, shoot. So, not only did we... Oh, shoot. Maybe DeMarvion. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. We're going to try to package a deal here for a right edge. package a deal here for a right edge who could join us. Gerard Smith, we could have drafted him. Could have had a guy there. Landon Jackson, who's a future starter. Let's see if that would work. That's close. So, not only are we giving them Devin White, but we're giving them a strong safety, which they need. So, if we throw in a later pick like a 6, that works. Okay, so Landon Jackson, we fill up that depth at that position. We've got a bunch of corners. I don't even know when we sign. These guys are probably practice squad guys because I'm like, yo, who are these guys? So Sammy Brown's going to learn. DeMarvion will be there. Teron Rowan, a youngin' who's going to learn too. Landon Jackson, hopefully you can get to the quarterback. And rest of the offensive line. So, you know, this offensive line worked, so we're gonna keep it young. We're gonna keep it young and keep it pushing. I think that's the best bet. So let's see how they do through in the preseason. So we ended up winning 23-20, and we got some injuries here. Shoot. So Ashton Dainty has 6 carries, 91 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So that's honestly a great start. Mendoza was 0 for 3. But didn't really need him to do much, I guess. Or we got to the quarterback. Yeah, he had 6 carries, 91 yards, 2 touchdowns, as long as it was 70 yards. So, and Juju Smith, 8 catches, 104 yards, and Dante Thornton did well too. Okay, I mean, looks like we're back in business. Trent Brown's giving up some sacks, so if he's regressing, Brandon Jackson had 2 sacks, so that's nice to see from him. And Darian Porter got a pick. So, all right, 1-0 to start. So, Mendoza, we need you to complete a pass. Definitely need you to complete a pass. Let's see how we do here. We won this game too, passed with 2 touchdowns. We won 26-21, so we're having a West Coast battle, it looks like. Mendoza was 13 for 20, got sacked 3 times. Avery Johnson was getting to play. Brock Purdy threw a pick. Aiden O'Connell got sacked twice. Ashton Dainty, 4 carries for 21 yards. Brendan Rice had 3 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. Zachariah Branch doing his thing, of course. Let's see who gave up sacks. So Colton Miller gave up 2. Trent Brown gave up 1. Looks like our tackles are regressing already. It looks like it. Brennan had a sack. Nothing from Max Crosby. Kevin Byard had a pick. Okay, in his 11th season. You know, he's trying to see if we're going to be postseason contenders. And week 3, we got against the Rams. This is another good matchup here. We ended up winning this game too, 27-14. So now that's a good win. That's a great win. So we go 3-0 in the preseason. Our job as coach has been great. Mendoza, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, got sacked 3 times. He was 20 for 34, 58 completion percentage. Okay. We got to the QB a lot, though, from the looks of it. Ashton JT, 10 carries, 56 yards, so 5.6 yards a carry isn't bad. Juju Smith, 8 catches, 149 yards. Once he went off. I don't know why he's been going off, but 5 catches, 50 yards for Zachariah Branch. Trey Tucker, 3 for 17. And let's see who got to the quarterback. So Brendan Jackson, Moore, Lalu, Max Crosby had a half sack. So guys are doing their thing. Omar Spates. And who gave up sacks? If it's the same tackles again. All right, so Glaze and Miller. So Miller is winding down on his year. We got 12 players to cut. Practice squad, this guy, Clay Renner. Practice squad, Spencer Rivers. Practice squad, yeah. A lot of these guys are going to get practice squad. It's Scott Carmichael. Hopefully no one steals him off of our practice squad. No, we don't. I'm so glad we don't need to cut players besides Chago. As I say that, Chagozi and Newsium has to go. CJ Hansen, I guess we'll keep you long term. We don't need 2 long snappers. Phil Morin, you're a rookie, so I don't think that's fair to Yeah, we'll practice squad him. Charles Snowden. I don't know what to do with you. Daquan Watkins, practice squad him. And JJ Pegues will be in the practice squad as well. And we have 127 million available. So Max Crosby, Colton Miller. Well, what offers do we get for Colton Miller if we're gonna move on from this vet? We get DJ Moore. I don't want DJ Moore. All right, guard. We got Jackson Powers Johnson. Can move him to left guard or center, but we have a young guy there. Left guard, Corbett doesn't really give up sacks, so that doesn't make sense to move on from him. LT Overton at left edge. They're giving us a lot for him. Wando Robinson, BTJ, Jordan Tyson. Everyone's just giving up receivers. No, bro. What about old linemen? What about y'all linemen, yo? Iapani Lololu from Oregon, I think, or Michigan. Either way, he's pretty good. Jalen Petre, right guard, Armaj Reed Adams. See, now, y'all giving us a star? Like, a star at that position? Y'all could definitely use him, too. Left tackle, y'all just signed. Okay. But we just got to, like, actually, before we do that, right? Because at left guard, we have Corbett, who is really good. There's no trade packages available for him. So we'd have to give up Caleb Rogers for a tackle somewhere. So Bengals, well, who do you guys have? Who do you guys have at tackle? Orlando Brown. Us. Oh, Marius Mims. A Marius Mims, huh? Rogers for Marius Mims, and they can move him around, but I don't know how I'd feel about that. So Colton Miller is definitely regressing, and we have a young guard in Jackson Powers Johnson, so I don't know how we would move on from him and put a new starter, but I guess we could just see how the season goes. Landon Jackson also wasn't really getting any playing time, I feel. Like, he didn't get to the quarterback, so we gave up two starters we gave up two guys in a 6 for him, so it depends on how they do week 1. If they're giving up a bunch of sacks, not getting to the QB, like, we'll keep making a move. So we ended up winning this game. So Mendoza carried. We won 27-21. Let's see, or maybe Mendoza carried. I don't know if he actually did, though. 3 touchdowns, only got sacked once. Okay. Cam Ward threw 2 picks and got sacked 4 times. It was the Titans, though. It is the Titans. Titans aren't that crazy. But Zachariah Branch, yo, he's a problem, dude. 11 catches, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. Juju Smith, 4 catches, 59 yards. All right, why is Juju Smith getting all the love? Colton Miller gave up a sack. This kid, Armaj Adams, also gave up a sack. So we didn't really miss out much if we did make that move. Max Crosby had 2 sacks. Overshone had 1 sack and a pick. All right. And a TFL. Okay. All right. clearly he means business. So with that being said, I think I was gonna move around something. I gotta check the depth chart to see why Juju Smith's getting all the attention, apparently. Because he should not be. No offense to him, but that shouldn't be the case at the slot wide receiver position. It should be like Trey Tucker. Yeah, it is him. So we'll put Trey Tucker over him because he literally had a 1,000-yard season. So he's got to be getting receptions as well. No doubt about that. And let's make sure our rushing right end. Okay, it's not going to be Brennan Jackson. We did not get Brennan Jackson for Landon Jackson to not get playing time. So you could be the backup to that. And at left, yes, at left side it could be that, but I don't understand why that they would even try that. He's a future starter not getting any playing time. Like, make that make sense. But Damon Wilson Jr. doing well, sub linebacker. I love this situation here. Slot corner. Are we serious? This guy balled out and we're gonna put him at slot corner. I hate when they move things around like that. Like, no one asked you to do that. Like, no one asked him to do that at all. Charles Graham will be the backup here. Left guard, we got Corbett. We still have Hanson. Center, I don't know why he's not getting playing time. Okay. Maybe we messed it up by not adding these guys in. Right tackle has been Grant. Why? Where's Trent Brown? Trent Brown got benched? Oh, maybe that's... Okay, let's see. Left edge is good. Right edge is just not... Okay, I just messed up the lineup and never put him in. So that's on me, ladies and gents. I didn't add these new guys in. Roten is here too, who should be getting playing time. Inside linebacker. So we're kind of cooked at that, but we're going to let it rock for now. We also got a new kid in Willie or Sammy Brown, so he didn't end up getting playing time for whatever the reason, but We finally fixed up everything. Everything should be matched up now. Now we're facing the Chargers. They should be a good 1-0 win or 1-0. Let's see. We took a dub. 16-10. I'll take that win. I'll definitely take that win. Let's see. He got sacked twice, but Herbert got sacked 5 times and threw a pick. Ashton Jaynarc did well. Trey Tucker, see, exactly. Trey Tucker should be getting these catches. It should be him. He's the younger, explosive guy. And Trent Brown gave up 1 sack, but nothing from our other guy. 3 sacks for Crosby. Eric Stokes had a pick. Love to see that. So the Packers, who just won a Super Bowl, are currently 0-2, and they're probably going to get their win against us, which literally sucks. But we got so much money, yo. We got so much money to work with. So we're going to lock in long-term with our D-tackle, Jonah. We get him back. Brendan Rice. He's asking for $7 million over 2 years. He's just a guy that's on our depth. Oh, wow. Brendan Jackson wants to join back. 1-year deal. Can we give you like maybe a lighter deal, like a team-friendly? Oh, he accepts a team-friendly deal. So we give him $6 million. I mean, he's the backup to Max Crosby, who always eats in the preseason. So I feel like that makes sense. And we have just key players that want to come back. So if we win here, we're going to sim to the middle of the season. Starting off 3-0 would be honestly great. But we're going up against the Super Bowl champs. Let's see. Yep, I knew it. We would lose. We lost 27-21. I knew they would get back in their groove against us, of course. Because why wouldn't that be the case? Where my favorite team would do that. And Mendoza, yo, Jordan Love got sacked 8 times. Holy crap. But Mendoza was 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He got sacked 8 times and still won? That's unbelievable, bro. How is that even possible? Jordan Morgan gave up 3 sacks. Elton Jenkins gave up 2. Rasheed Walker gave up 2. Zach Tom gave up 1. Trent Brown gave up 1. Max Crosby had 4.5 sacks. Damon Wilson had 2. Landon Jackson had 1.5. Micah Parsons just had 1. So our O-line did their thing. Yo, what? 8 sacks is crazy and still end up winning. They must have had some insane drives. But I still feel confident with this team. So let's go to the middle of the season. So we ended up being 5-2 at this point of the season, which is really nice. Offense is ranked 11th. Mendoza, 14 touchdowns, 5 picks. Only been sacked 17 times at this point of the season. Ashton Jaynarc has 480 yards. Only 2 rushing touchdowns. So we're lacking in the rushing touchdown department. But, you know, Zachariah Branch, Trey Tucker, and Juju Smith all doing their thing for us. And Trent Brown has given up 6 sacks, and so does Colton Miller. But honestly, not bad. Max Crosby has 14.5 sacks at this point of the season. Landon Jackson has 4.5. So it might have been a good trade for us so far. Damon Wilson has 6.5 as well. Eric Stokes has 2 picks. Only got 4 interceptions as a defense. But, hey, it's working right now. It's clearly working. And maybe we can finally win the division. Jackson Powers Johnson hasn't been giving up sacks at all, so we're going to end up re-signing him. He comes back. You know, we got the morale boosted up nicely. DJ Glaze, I don't know what to do with you yet. You're asking for $6 million. You know what? Honestly, because Trent Brown's probably going to retire, we're going to give him a deal, but he's not too happy with it. He's not too happy. He's not too happy. Brendan Rice wants to come back, but if we give you a team-friendly deal, would you accept this? Unacceptable, even when considering that I want to continue playing here. All right. Bro, you don't even play. Talking about unacceptable. Like, what you mean unacceptable? That don't even make any sense. Whatever. You want to act like that? That's you. That's on you. All right, but at this point, 5-2. I'm feeling comfortable. If we win this game and win the Vikings game and be 7-2 at the bye, that could work out. That could work out. Of course, we lose to the Bears 44-7. 44-7, obviously. Right. We're having such a great year, then we lose for our biggest L yet, 7-44. Bruh. Mendoza threw 6 interceptions. He was having such a good year. How does that even make sense? How does that even make sense? 6 interceptions, my guy. 3 to the linebacker. Yo, Madden. The guy was 14. Oh my gosh. 6 interceptions, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. That probably made Raider Nation want to cry, bro. 6 picks? You don't just regress like that. Yeah, of course you're going to bounce back and win 24-20. You don't just regress like that at all. That does not happen. Against the Bears? What was their defense doing? Mendoza had 1 touchdown. He got sacked 4 times. Bro, that was honestly bonkers, bro. That's unreal. I was just not expecting that at all. Corbett gave up 2 sacks. Colton Miller gave up 1. Wilson had 2.5 sacks. Brennan, okay. Guys were doing their thing. And Eric Stokes had a pick. All right, if we beat this Steelers team here, we'll be 7-3, and I'd feel comfortable swimming to the end of the season. So if we could win that game, we ended up winning that game. Okay, 35-7. That's a good win right there. And our starting linebacker dislocates his knee. Ay. Do we have a backup? Do we have someone that could replace him? Oh, the fact that Chase Brown's a free agent is unreal, considering he's only 27 as an inside linebacker. You know, the shelf life for linebackers are not that, like, long, unfortunately. We're gonna sign this guy, Michael Walker. We also have so much cap room available. Yo, Raiders fans, y'all, like, if y'all could get us freaking Super Bowl out of this, that'd be phenomenal. But we're gonna get rid of that right guard, get a new inside linebacker, put him onto the team. We are currently 7-3. Mendoza's at a 81, so that year behind Aaron Rodgers has been great for him. So now that Bowen's out, we're gonna put him here, put Michael Walker here over Lindenberg. Let's see this game how it went. So we had a good win. I think it was 35-7. So I'm feeling another playoff type of season. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. He also didn't get sacked once. It was a rookie QB and Kate Klubnik, or a second-year QB. Ashton JT hit for over 100 yards. Brock Bowers led the way. Jack Betch did his thing. 9 catches, 61 yards for Zachariah Branch. Again, dude, they keep messing up with Trey Tucker. He needs to get the PT, bro. And our backup safety also got a pick. Like, because Juju Smith got injured, like, Jack Betch is getting all the playing time, which is cool. But when it's messing up the slot receiver, it's like, yo, like, why do that? Like, we have guys that can literally run the slot so well. Like, Trey Tucker has run the slot so well. But let's sim to the playoffs. All right, so I know we have at least 8 wins. We currently go 10-7. We just beat the Chargers. We won the division this go-around. We're the 4th seed. All right, so Chiefs did not make the playoffs. Fernando Mendoza in his first season ranked 10th offensively. Offense had 4,000 yards, 31 touchdowns, 17 picks, 90 pass rating for his first year. That's not bad at all. 11 touchdowns for him rushing the ball for Ashton Jainty. Zachariah Branch did not hit 1,000 yards, neither did Trey Tucker, but we had a lot of guys that, you know, did their thing receiving-wise. Blocking, Trent Brown gave up 12 sacks, but okay, you know, room to be desired. Max Crosby almost broke the sack record, chasing after, definitely chasing after Michael Parsons, Myles Garrett. But 22.5 sacks. Damon Wilson at 13. Landon Jackson at 8. So a good trade for us. So it was a great idea for us to trade for him. 3 picks from the backup safety. 3 from Eric Stokes. 1 from Overshone. 1 from Roten, Christian Gray, and Woodyard. So we look prime for the playoffs. So let's handle business. All right. So it looks like we're gonna beat the Chargers. So Raiders get a win. Look at me as custom coach. Raiders get a win. We ended up winning 24-21, our first home playoff game in forever. And, you know, it wasn't a great game, but Justin Herbert, you know, playoff woes again, loses in another wild card fashion. And, yeah, we're on to the divisional. All right, divisional is against the Bengals. Let's see, our defense held them to 3 points. 3rd down alert, our offense going down the field. We get a score, so Bengals were the #1 seed. Oh, our offense is not worried about that. 14-3, 2-minute drill gets some points. We get a 21-3. We are literally handling the business. If our defense could just clamp down, 3rd down alert, take control. 3rd down again, take control. 28-18. Yo, we handled business. Custom coach pulled up to Cincinnati Paycor Stadium, and we was like, yeah, nah, we not worried about none of what y'all doing. Yo, Mendoza had hit the game of his career. 4 touchdown passes, 24 for 28. Wow. But looks like we suffered a running back injury. Without Ashton Dainty, Trey Tucker and Zachariah Branch did their thing. They were like, nah, we are unstoppable right now. Jack Betch had 2 touchdowns as well. Wow. And blocking-wise, Newsel and Miller both gave up sacks, but only sacks given up was by our own defense. But our offense was on it. On to the conference championship. All right, we got to go all the way to Buffalo. 3rd down alert. Let's see what we could do against Josh Allen and the Bills. They're trying to make a 3-peat to the Super Bowl, and yet they have not won. We're down 10 points. And looks like we're going to end up losing 7-17 in the conference championship against the Bills. Mendoza knows a thing or two about being an underdog, but he's going to learn from this. He had a 47 completion percentage. We went up against Josh Allen, who's having an unbelievable season, of course. He's thrown 2 picks in this game. But Jack Betch came alive, did his thing, you know, so he's gonna want to look to get paid somewhere. And our defense, I feel bad. I feel so bad for Max Crosby, you know, but our defense tried, our whole team tried, but one game away from a Super Bowl. Can you believe that? So the Cinderella story comes to an end, but Mendoza is the future. Bills Rams Super Bowl yet again. AFC Pro Bowlers. Obviously, none of our guys receivers, none of our guys tight ends, none of our guys offensive line. No one besides Max Crosby making the Pro Bowl, which is amazing to see. Not even our guy who had 13 sacks made this a Pro Bowl. That's disrespectful. That's very disrespectful. Corners, none of our guys. Our backup safety made the Pro Bowl. Amazing. So that sucks. That sucks for our team. I feel like we deserved way more than what they were giving us. And to be one game away from the Super Bowl and not getting recognized for it is unbelievable. I mean, Rams, Bills, Super Bowl yet again. We start off with that, and it's going to end off with that. And, you know, so Raiders, maybe make some moves. Aaron Rodgers and then Mendoza. Because obviously the Steelers aren't looking to probably bring back Aaron Rodgers. But Aaron Rodgers, there's no way Aaron Rodgers goes off like that with just a pick six. But Bills finally win the Super Bowl. Joey Bosa wins Super Bowl MVP. So, hey, you're welcome. Or you're welcome, Bills. You guys finally win a Super Bowl. But, ladies and gents, let me know in the comments down below what else you would do differently with this rebuild. And hopefully the Raiders have this success in real life. Without further ado, ladies and gents, I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, you got to be a fiend to succeed. Peace.